Hi everybody, I hope you're all keeping well. In this week's parashat Shemot, we see a fascinating dialogue between God and Moshe with the famous story of the burning bush. Moshe takes out his father-in-law's sheep to graze in the fields. When he sees the bush burning away, he turns to see the bush, and behold, God is in the bush. And they have a conversation, which ultimately ends up with Moshe being appointed as the new leader of the Jewish people. There are a couple of pasukim though inside the dialogue which were particularly interesting to me. The first pasuk, Moshe says to God, I will go to the Jewish people and they will ask me, what is your name? And the second pasuk says, God says to Moshe, yes, you're right, they want to know my name. My name is Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh. I will be that which I will be. And later on in the same pasuk, God says to Moshe, tell them, Ehyeh sent me to you. So you, Moshe, should tell the Jewish people, Ehyeh, I will be sent me to you. So there's a couple of problems here, a few problems. Number one, what does Moshe mean? What is your name? He's God. Do you need to know God's name? God is God. What does it mean? What is God's name? What does that even mean? I don't know where to begin with that. It's perplexing. What is God's name? He's God. Finished. Leave it. And the next pasuk, I will be that I will be. God says, you're right, they need a name. I don't know why, but you're right, you need a name. My name is I will be that which I will be. That's a strange name. Just a strange name. What does that name mean? And furthermore, in the same pasuk, God changes his mind from Ehyeh to just Ehyeh, I will be. So, number one, why do we need a name for God? God is God. Number one, what is God's name? What does that name mean? And number three, why does God change his name? Or shorten it? What's going on with all this? Well, a name is descriptive. When I say the word table, now you're imagining a big, flat object raised off the ground with 4 legs, where you put your food on, where you work at. That's a table. When the word table describes that object, say the name chair. You're probably imagining where you're sitting right now. Slightly lower than the table, flat surface, with 4 legs, maybe arms for comfort. The name describes the item. God is an infinite being. We as with finite minds cannot begin to comprehend who God actually is. It's impossible. Finites cannot really understand what true infinity is. No beginning, no middle, no end, not bound by time. What does that mean? Can't really comprehend that. But the way we describe God is in human terms. God is racham, God is merciful. Chesed is kind. Shakai created the world and put boundaries in the world. We describe God in human terms. And when Moshe would come to the Jewish people and say to them, God sent me to you, Jewish people would want to know, what form of God is coming to us? Should we be nervous? Should we be excited? Is it going to be a God of judgment and we should be nervous? Is it going to be a God of rachamim, of kind, of mercy? And the Egyptians would get off scot-free for what they've done to us. What form of God is approaching us? Which God responds, Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh. I'm a God that is with you with your suffering now, and I'm a God that's with you in your suffering, will be with you every time you suffer in the future. That's what God said. I'm a God that's with you, that understands what's going on. I'm a God that can empathize and sympathize with you in your plight. But Moshe said a problem to God. Now I'm going to pose this problem to you as well. Just imagine at the beginning of March, our first lockdown started, and Boris Johnson had got up there as plinth outside number 10 and said, we are now entering a 3-month lockdown. And after this 3-month lockdown, we'll have a short break where we reopen. Then we'll have another lockdown. Followed by another short break where we will reopen. Followed by some sort of tier system. Followed by another lockdown. We would have been desperate. Imagine at the beginning, we'd have been told you've pretty much got a year of not being allowed to leave the house. People wouldn't know what to do. It would have been too much. And that's what Moshe said to Hashem. Your people are suffering. They are in tremendous pain. And you're telling them now, you'll be with them in future pain as well? Is it not enough what they have right now? They need to know that there will be pain in the future? No, leave them be. Tell them, I'm with you right now. I'm with you right now. I understand your pain. And Hashem agreed with Moshe. Said, you're right. I can't tell them more about the future. I have to tell them, I understand you right now. I understand that your pain and suffering, you need help. And I want to be there with you. I want to help you. I want to be the antidote to this suffering. And that is a name which we can appreciate. When the vaccine came out, suddenly we all had more hope. And that's what God is saying to the nation. I want to be your vaccine. The message of God's initial name still stands true. It's very difficult to see on occasions. But the fact that God is with us at all times is so, so true. Whatever is happening in our lives, good, bad, hard, easy, tough, rough, whatever it may be, God is there with us, suffering with us, wanting to help us. And we just need to turn around and say to God, please can you help me? And that God will be the antidote to our sufferings. I wish you all Shabbat Shalom and stay safe.